Hello and a very warm welcome to Saurav Sir's classes. Today's tutorial will be on LSAT. We will focus on a specific segment. This segment is termed as section 1. So, without wasting any further time, let's get started with the tutorial. So this question marked as 3 we will try and answer in this particular tutorial. What is the system, how we are going to move or how we are going to proceed? Let me tell you. We will be provided with a para, or in this case there is a kind of conversation between two persons. Okay. Now based on the analysis of the conversation here, we will be actually provided with 5 options and we have to merge this analysis with one of the option that suppose the argument maximum. So that particular argument, that particular option that provides the maximum support to the conclusion, we will pick that. So let us first read the thing that is given to us. So there are two individuals, Shayla and Tim. So Shayla, health experts, she is saying, health experts generally agree that smoking a tobacco product for many years is very likely to be harmful to a smoker's health. So if you smoke, it will be harmful. This is the consideration or this is the thought of this particular individual. Okay. Now Tim says, on the contrary, smoking has no effect on health at all. Although my grandfather smoked 3 cigars a day from the age of 14, he died at the age of 96. So Tim is trying to, produce a different version of what has been said by this individual. According to Tim, it is not harmful since he has seen a live example that to his grandfather who used to smoke a lot. And if we want to be specific, then 3 cigars a day, and he died at a good age of 96. So he survived for a very long time. So it doesn't mean that if you smoke you will die. Now, a major weakness of Tim's counter argument is that his counter argument. Now we have been provided with 5 options. We will analyze them one by one and we will see. We will move in this direction, that means from E to A. So we will do a little different because people move from A to E. So that's the only thing. Now E says, tactically assume that those health experts who are in agreement on this issue arrived at that agreement independently of one another. Now Tim's counterpart or counter example is intended to challenge the claim of the expert. It is not concerned with how the expert arrived at that conclusion. So this is a big no. Okay, let us move on to option number D. It says, presupposes that longevity and health status are unrelated to each other in general population. However, given the Tim's argument or statement, Tim's assumes opposite. So it assumes opposite. Let me reduce the ink size. The other individual actually argues that smoking is unhealthy and Tim disagreed based on his grandfather's longevity. So he assumed that long life actually indicates good health. So D is also A. We cannot pick D as our option. We now move on to option number C. It says, describe an individual case that is explicitly discounted of an exception to accept conclusion or expert's conclusion. Now there is no information within the passage to indicate that case of Tim's grandfather has been discounted. So that's why given this or on this note we cannot accept C to be the correct answer. Moving on to B, it says, challenges experts' opinion on the basis of specific information unavailable to expert in the field. Now, we cannot actually determine whether the expert had information about the case of death of Tim's grandfather. So, given this, we cannot pick B also. Next or last option is A. It says attempts to refute a probabilistic conclusion by claiming the existence of a single counter example. Now, the individual marked as Sheila does not claim that smoking is necessarily harmful to one's health. Just that smoking is very likely to harmful one's health. Okay? So it is necessarily is the keyword and very likely. Now, hence one counter example is A, actually a poor evidence against the claim that has been made in the beginning of the conversation. So A will be the correct option that must be picked out of the bundles of the 5 options. Okay? So this is how you're gonna solve questions like this. You have to analyze it, provide some amount of time, and then you reach on to the conclusion. In case if you face any difficulty or there is any query, you're free to call and WhatsApp us on this number. And thank you so much for watching.